It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world, with Brian as Paxton the human cleric, Ashley as Tara Dane the human fighter, Danielle as Athelflaed the halfling rogue and monk, and me, Mike, as the DM. Andy also makes an appearance, although Finn, the gnome wizard, has just been laid low by a fireball spell. Our heroes are pursuing the wizard and suspected murderer, Minister Klemperer, as he flees from the Western Research Facility. He was escaping down the aqueduct in a boat propelled by the wind and water, and when the party got too close, he unleashed a fireball on them. This is the most desperate situation yet for the adventurers. They'll have to resort to extreme measures if any of them are going to make it out of this one alive. I'm afraid that Finn's leftover damage after he took the fireball exceeded his maximum health. So he had 11 hit points. He took 35 hit points in damage, knocking him down to 0, but that left another 24 hit points, which exceeded his maximum of 20, which meant he was instantly killed by the fireball. I'm sorry, Andy.
That's okay.
Finn has been killed. Griffin disappears from the air.
My charred body just suddenly falls into the water along with all the blackened scrapes from the boat.
Oh.
And I just float away into the background where you guys can eventually go find my body.
You're actually going to keep going forward.
So we're
against the
unconscious.
boat.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, actually, you guys, only Tara knows. And you begin making your death saving throws. Tara and Athelflaed take half, which means, Tara, you take 17, which means you're at 1. And Athelflaed, if you take 17, that puts you at 0, doesn't it? All right, so Tara has 1 hit point.
Oh, God.
I feel like that's as close as you can get to total party kill without actually getting a full one. It's just like everybody at 0. One character at 1 HP.
Yeah, she's pretty much just watching us all die.
That's Klemperer's turn. Athelflaed is unconscious and needs to make a death saving throw. Go ahead and roll a d20.
5.
All right, so that's one strike. So mark that against your death saves. You got 1 miss. The Tolf's not here. The mini golems or the pocket golem's not here. Paxton, make your death saving throw.
3.
All right, I have 1 failure for you. Tara, it is now your turn.
Hera has a healing potion.
She does.
Hera is going to try and stuff that thing down Paxton's mouth.
It's an excellent choice.
This is really, Tara is really also emotionally disturbed as she is throwing this potion down Paxton's throat.
All right, she pours the potion down Paxton's mouth. Paxton, you get 2d4 plus 2, I think?
So that would be 8. I'm back at 8 health.
8. All right, Paxton pops back up. All right, Paxton, you pop back up. You see Finn's body, charred body, floating down the aqueduct.
Well, why is it floating down the aqueduct?
I was going to say it's bumping in the back of the boat.
Yeah, wasn't he in the boat?
He said he fell out of the. He said his body fell out of the boat. I think it makes more sense that it would be in the boat, but you know.
Okay, we can keep me in the boat.
Okay.
I want to bury you, man.
His body's in the boat. You see Finn's charred body lying in the boat, motionless. Athelflaed also motionless, and you see Tara over you with pouring a bottle down your throat.
I yell, oh my god, I don't have any spells left.
This was
On
worthless.
that cue, you see the wisps leave my body and float away.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay.
I only had 2 level 1 spells, and I used the last one on that bless.
Klemperer, it's his turn now. He is going to cast.
Hasn't he done enough?
So he casts a spell. You're not sure what he casts. He casts something, but you don't see anything happen. Maybe you see a slight blue blur appear around him. That's all you see. Athelflaed, make your second death save. That's a success. Mark a success down. You can cast Spare the Dying. You can cast cantrips, right?
Yep.
Finn is, unfortunately, not able to participate. A Tulf can't participate. Minigolem can't. Paxton, what do you want to do?
I cast Spare the Dying on Athelflad.
All right. Yeah, spare the dying on Athelflad. Tara, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Gosh.
Your boat is about 30 feet from, or
How
maybe
does
40 feet
Klimper
from there.
look?
He's got an arrow wound in his shoulder, but other than that, he looks fine.
Do I know if Finn has any health potions on his body?
I do. I have a lot of potions.
Yeah,
in
you're
my
probably
life.
familiar with what he has.
Okay.
Some of them we don't know what they do, though, right?
Yeah, well, we have the Breath of Flames, the Elixir of Health, and the Battle of Ettenfriend.
Bottle of Ettenfriend, yes.
The Adam Friend one is probably the good one.
What's the Ettenfriend do again?
Supposed to make whoever's next to you stronger or something? Was that
He
right?
said, if have a friend next to you when you use it, and you're in a fight, and it will be very helpful.
Just chug them all.
Yeah, the
like,
problem
beat
is Tara's basically almost dead, so she's in damage control mode, so she's going for the health potion first. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a health potion from Finn's pack and chug it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, from my body, because I left the pack behind.
Oh, right.
But
Okay.
I have the potions on myself,
Okay.
along with my book, my orb, and a note.
Okay.
What is in your pack?
Well, you'll find out when you go back and loot it, apparently.
It was 2d4?
Plus 2.
Okay, so I
7.
get 7.
All right, that puts you at 8. Klemper is going to go. He decides to emulate you guys, and he casts haste on himself and begins pushing his boat faster. He's sort of not using the sail so much anymore. He's just going to get a pole and start pushing his boat faster, trying to get away. And so his boat is now pulling away from yours. Athelflad, you are unconscious.
Oh, okay.
You're unconscious, but you no longer need to make death saves. You're
Okay.
you're just staying at 0 until someone revives you. The Paxton, what do you want to do?
How close is he to me?
Now he's probably about 60 feet.
Okay, within crossbow range.
Sure, you can take a shot.
All right, so my guess is that if I can attack the sail and not him and get a small hole in it, the force of the wind will make that hole bigger.
Okay.
Does that sound like a reasonable assumption?
It's a theory.
Okay. All right, let's do some science and test this hypothesis. Ooh, that is a 23.
That is definitely a hit. Roll the damage.
4 damage.
All right, you have ripped another hole in the sail. The wind is indeed ripping at the sail a bit, but it's not tearing itself apart.
Okay.
It may be making the tear a little bit worse, but it's not a disaster yet. And that was Paxton's turn. Tara, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take the Ettenfriend.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Use it.
You're gonna drink it?
Yeah.
All right, you drink
Drink
the
it.
bottle. Now, I need to know, who are you standing closest to? Finn, Paxton, or Athelflad?
Definitely Paxton.
You're standing closest to
Definitely
Paxton?
To be fair, like, I am just a piece of char at the
Don't
moment.
go
I don't think I
res me.
count as an ally.
Well, I need to know. If she was closest to you, it would still matter.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You're her dead friend, but still her friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool res.
My intent is to be closest to Paxton.
Okay.
All right, so you're closest to Paxton. So here's what happens. Are you ready? This is going to be weird.
Oh God.
So
Sorry, maybe.
Super Saiyan
As-
fusion.
as you are drinking this potion, you and Paxton suddenly feel pulled toward each other. And you merge into one creature, a giant Etten.
Oh, wow.
Giant woman.
And that means that you are now a two-headed creature.
Awesome.
Are they carrying a club?
What is our movement speed?
Are we sinking the boat now?
Yeah.
However, there is a complication. Well, I'll get to that in a moment. Let me turn to the page. Your armor class is only 12, but you've got 85 hit points.
All right.
Nice.
And your speed is 40 feet per round.
Okay.
You now have dark vision, perception +4, 2 heads, which gives you advantage on wisdom checks. You have multi-attack. Actually, you don't have a club. You have a battle axe in one hand and a morning star in the other.
Hell yeah.
+7 to hit. You get and so you can attack once with each. If you choose the multi-attack action. However, here's the complication. Whenever you speak, you must take turns with each of you doing every other word.
All right. Do you have any popcorn?
Can Can I psychically communicate with Tara without doing the whole word switching thing if I want to send her an idea?
Yeah, you can communicate with each other, but if you want to talk to Athelflaed or anyone else, you must alternate every other word between you.
Sweet.
Awesome.
I don't think we're going to be talking to anyone else right now.
Oh, come on. It's no fun if you don't try.
I send Tara a psychic message saying, wizard paste.
What does that mean?
Smush him.
Oh, yeah. Tara's just like, kill.
All right. So you drink the bottle of Ettenfriend and turn into an Etten, the two of you. Tara, what do you want to... I guess that's your action for the round. Klemperer looks terrified, and he casts Magic Missile, trying to take down this terrifying monster.
So, question. Because he's from the Magistracy, doesn't that mean that he still gets the reductions?
Yeah. Unless he amplifies the spell.
Oh, right. That's the other option.
Which is one reason why that fireball did so much damage. I rolled well, and it had some amplification to it.
Is he using it as a level 1 spell, or is he bumping it up?
He's going to bump it up a little bit. It's just going to cast it at 2nd level. It auto hits, doing 7 points of damage. So the Etten has taken 7 points of damage. Who's going to track that? Is one of you going to...
I will. I already wrote down 85.
All right, so he's taken 7. Ethelflaed, you are still unconscious, I'm afraid. Paxton/Tara, you guys will just act at the same time. What do you want to do? The boat right now is about 70 feet away.
So we could dash and get 10 feet ahead of it,
That's true.
but then we wouldn't get to attack him.
You can attack him on your next round.
Could one of us push with the pole and then the other one use our attack?
You wouldn't be in melee range if you pushed with the pole. I mean, not this round.
Yeah, because if we do an attack action, then that means we're not dashing. So we would
Okay.
only get within 30 feet of him, and we don't have any...
His boat's not going quite as fast as it was.
I say let's dash and jump in the freaking boat.
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah.
All
right.
Jump in the boat with him.
So you dash and jump in his boat. And yeah, he is clearly not expecting this, and it has just a look of wild terror in his eyes.
And as we run towards him, we yell, Klemperer.
Die.
Now.
All right, it's Klemperer's turn. He's not quite sure how to react to that. He casts another magic missile, but only 1st level this time. You take another 4 points of damage.
Wait,
Okay.
We're in the boat with him, right?
That's right. Point blank range.
Isn't there some,
In
something...
previous editions, there was an attack of opportunity thing. Or if you're using a ranged weapon at point blank, there's a disadvantage. But this is a spell that is an auto hit, so he
Okay.
doesn't have to roll anything except damage.
Okay.
If you were doing a ranged spell attack, then I might give him a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
But that means it's your turn.
All right, so one of us rolls and the other one rolls. So
Well-
I guess we're doing multi-attack.
So that's an option. Doing a multi-attack on him is definitely an option. Another option would be to somehow, grapple him and then attack. And if you grapple him, maybe one hand around his body, one hand around his mouth, he couldn't do spells anymore because he'd have no somatics, no verbals. And he couldn't reach any materials.
I just feel like we're going to splat him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has more health than this old little man looks
Tara's
like he
side
does.
decides to splat him.
Okay.
Do you guys want to say anything when you choose to try to splat him?
Am I the Morningstar or the Battle Axe?
Oh, let's say that you are... which side do you want to be?
I want to be the Morningstar.
All right, you're the Morning Star.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, what's my damage?
2d8 plus 5.
Okay, and I have 7 to hit.
Plus 7, yeah.
Anything else? Like strength?
That's including everything.
Okay, I hit 11.
Yeah, he in his terror, he sort of rolls out of the way and makes a squeaky noise.
So because my more impatient half has chosen to attack, that means that grappling... Is grappling just considered a single attack, or is it an action?
It's an action.
Okay, so all I can do is try to splat him.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's what you say as you smash him. Just look at her head and go, thanks.
All right.
I yell, Tara, as I smash him.
There you go, squash.
That is a 14.
He rolls out of the way again. He just rolls aside. He's scrambling around on the bottom of this boat, trying to dodge this giant battle axe and Morningstar. He's just barely getting out of the way, but he's not sure what to do now.
Have we at least destroyed the boat with
The
our
boat
misses?
is starting to spring holes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. He will hop out of the boat onto the side of the aqueduct, and he'll hit you with another magic missile, I guess. 3 points of damage.
I feel like we're starting to wind him, you know?
I feel like he's out of spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used a bunch of spells before this fight even started, right? Just to escape, he used a bunch of spells.
That's
So, he's maybe he's just saving them up in case he thinks he just absolutely can't.
Should we hop out and pummel him some more?
All right. Yeah. So it's your turn, guys. What do you want to do?
I want to grab him. I saw that if I don't think quick enough, that the other head is going to make choices for me. So before the Terra side has a choice, I grab him.
Okay. Make an athletics check. You will make
What is the athletics bonus?
Oh, right.
Or is that something you should do?
+5.
Oh no.
You rolled a 1.
I did roll a 1.
Ugh. All right, let me get
Mad.
the old fumble table.
Sorry.
Gosh.
Next.
Is Athelflaed with the boat nearby? Then
Yes, the boat that's behind them. Yeah. And catching up. The boat is now catching up since this boat is starting to sink. Roll percentile.
72.
Weapon becomes... Oh, you're not using a weapon. Well, I mean, he's grappling. All right, well, as you attempt to grapple, you drop your battle axe, and it gets stuck in the boat.
Does it take a whole action or a bonus action to pick it back up?
You're going to have to make a strength check to remove it, so it's going to take an action.
Hmm.
And that means it's his turn, and...
Wait, what about me?
Well, he already used your action for the round. You can either multi-attack or you can grapple.
Oh,
So he preempted you and grappled.
okay.
You need to communicate, basically.
So it's Klemperer's turn. And he is getting desperate, obviously. So he's gonna maybe pull out some bigger weaponry here. His last big thing. He casts Arcane Hand.
Okay.
That's a special spell from one of the newer books. So here's what happens. A large hand of shimmering translucent force appears next to this giant Etten. It looks big and strong. The hand attempts to punch the Etten. Ooh. We have a natural 20.
I hate your dice.
Yeah, sorry. So on a hit, you take 4d8 damage. Force damage. That's not that bad. 15 points of damage to the Etten.
How are we feeling?
We still can squash.
More squash.
Will squash.
You guys haven't really dealt any damage to him since the since Athelflaed's original arrow.
No, we just keep missing.
Yeah. All right. So it's now your turn.
Okay, so you've still got the Morning Star, and
do.
I just am doing unarmed strikes, I guess.
Sure.
16.
Let me see what his mage armor adds.
Yeah, that was the blue spark, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. He's had a spell, guys. You got
Tara's head goes kick.
this.
But
Off.
All right. What was it? 16?
Yes.
That misses. It bounces off of his blue armor shield.
Oh my god, how
Would-
long does this last?
that must have been with that spell that he cast.
Yes.
What do you think I got?
A 1.
Yeah,
Roll percentile.
16.
You suffer a -2 to your armor class until the end of the next round as you attempt to punch him, but he sort of kicks at you and knocks the wind out of you for a moment.
Sorry.
And it's his turn. He will attempt to punch again with this giant fist, but he misses you. The fist just goes flying past you. You're wise to it now. And what do you want to do?
Gosh.
Is there any way that I can psychically retreat and give her both of the attacks?
It wouldn't make a difference probability-wise. Oh, you mean attack twice with her weapon?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
11.
Nope. You can't be serious.
Do you want my dice?
I'm using different dice each time.
Roll percentile.
You're not
This
good
Ed
at
must be
working
going through puberty or
groups.
something, because he just doesn't know how his body works at all. 12.
Wicked backswing. You strike yourself slightly on your backswing, so you're sort of
But it's a fist.
Yeah, so you're trying to punch him, and he ducks out of the way, and you're carried through with your fist, and you punch Terra's half. And Terra takes, the Etten takes 2 points of damage.
I feel like we're just gonna end up fighting each other.
just Terrace half just like growls.
Yeah. I can feel like the waves of hate coming off of the Terra side of the Etten.
Wish I had picked the dead guy.
Okay. It's Klemperer's turn. He's gonna try something slightly different with that fist this turn. This turn he's gonna try to restrain you. And actually try to push you. He makes a strength check. Not that great. You guys make an opposed athletics roll, so strength roll, please. +5. Just Terra can make it, doesn't matter.
19.
All right. However, you push the hand aside. It attempts to push you off of the aqueduct, but you just sort of push it out of the way. And it's your turn.
Andy,
Really angry.
give me your die.
The die of a dead man.
Oh my god.
You rolled a 1?
No.
Oh.
Thank god. I got a 10.
Oh, okay.
And I got 21.
Ah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
You made an unarmed strike. I have no idea what damage would be for that.
I feel like it would be more than the standard,
1d4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a giant creature.
Yeah.
Does he have claws?
No.
Oh, he for sure has claws and machine guns.
But, obviously.
Everything.
I mean, that's just a standard.
Yeah.
Let's say 2d4 plus 5.
Okay.
Just making that up.
8.
8 points of damage. He'd almost forgotten what it felt like to get hurt, but now he remembers.
All right, so he's taking damage. So Minister Klemperer has to make a concentration check. And he passes. So the arcane hand stays up.
And now it's his turn, and he's going to give up on the trying to shove you off the aqueduct and just try to hit you. He does manage to punch you with the fist again. And this time it is 14 points of damage. What do you guys want to do? Continue to smash?
Continue to smash.
Oh.
I got a 24.
Oh, a hit?
Yeah.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. Please roll percentile.
You're unconscious at the moment, right? Okay, I was wondering, I was like,
Why
is
isn't
she
she
just
going?
getting
Yeah.
skipped right now?
What would have happened if we had picked like Athelflaed with Etten?
You wouldn't have
You
got
don't
as
know.
many ones.
61.
61. Well, you'll find out what this does when it's Klemperer's turn. So you attempt to hit him with this giant morning star, but he manages to roll out of the way. Actually, just jump out of the way to the side. And Paxton, roll your damage.
Yeah, it was a 10.
Klemperer is not looking good.
Okay, he has to make another concentration check. And he passes.
This guy better be pretty squishy for how powerful he is at magic.
Right.
Yeah, he's well, all is not as it appears. He's looking pretty hurt though, and it's his turn. So he will try again. The shoving thing didn't work, so he's gonna try to hit you again. A natural 20.
No. Man, I hate that sound.
Yeah, this is ominous.
That's supposed to be a good sound and a joyful sound.
35 damage. That's the same number as the fireball. 35 damage.
Are we still alive?
We are still alive. We're not looking great. We're like on our last legs over here.
On a scale of 1 to 80 something, how are we feeling?
We're at a 5 out of 85.
Oh. Yeah, that's...
All right, so this is a good time to hit him then,
Yeah.
if you can. This would be a good time to roll something good.
It's a great time for us to get advantage.
Yeah, right?
If I could think of a reason to give it to you, I would give it to you.
My pure anger.
Yeah.
You're always angry.
I'm trying to friend died.
I'm usually pretty chill, but I feel a lot of hate and anger and rage coming from
okay.
Tara's side.
Let the hate seep through you.
If the rules change and that gives you advantage, I'll let you know.
15.
22.
22. Oh, you have a hit.
Yay.
All right. 2d8 plus 7. 15 does not hit.
Well, if one of us was going to hit, I'm glad it's her.
All right, it's 17.
Oh, okay. He is still up, but he is looking really bad. Yeah, he needs to make a concentration check.
Your wisp is already gone, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's lost his concentration.
Yeah.
So the spell disappears. The fist disappears,
Yay.
which is really bad for him.
Uh-huh.
But it is.
And then my fist appears.
I'll try a cantrip. And he misses. A bolt of fire goes past you.
Good, because I don't think we would have been able to survive it.
Maybe it's all the plate armor he's wearing.
No, he's not wearing any plate. He's just wearing robes, and there's a blue shimmer around him.
Because he just seems invincible.
Yeah, he's pretty tough.
Mage
What's the
armor is
AC on
OP.
those sequins?
Yes, they're highly armored sequins. That's right.
All right, final attack rolls, right?
Probably.
Hopefully.
1.
13.
And
1.
Oh.
Why did you say it?
I'm so sorry.
all right, roll percentile.
This is terrible. It's the worst fight we've ever had.
You know you're doing bad when you're getting heckled by the barbecue gnome.
That's a 46.
You sprained your hand. You get disadvantage on your next attack.
Great, because I could use that.
It is now his turn. What is he going to do? I guess he'll try a cantrip. Yeah. He misses you.
All right. Roll well, other side. 17.
19.
Both hits.
Yay.
14.
Go ahead and tell me what the
10.
10. So 24 points of damage overall. All right. Suddenly he goes down, and with the second hit from Paxton's half, he goes squish. But as he falls to the ground and a little gray mist rises up and starts to float away to the east, his shape changes. And instead of being a human in some wizard robes, he changes into a weird gray, squishy-looking humanoid with indistinct facial features and two sort of gray, blank eyes.
Now, when you say squishy looking, is that because of the bodily damage we've inflicted?
He
or like...
looks kind of weird even aside from the damage that you have inflicted to him. He doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
Interesting.
So, in any case, his boat continues to float off down the river. He does have some things on him. He has a pack on him. And he has... Oh, well, I'll let you investigate more if you want to. Your boat with Athelflaed and Finn on it sort of slowly floats up to you.
Can we willingly stop the Edenfriend spell?
No.
Okay, let's put a foot out and stop the boat.
Uh-huh.
And then search the body.
And then we look to Athelflaed and say, we...
Medicine.
Now.
I am just going to wake up screaming.
Athelflaed's out cold. She's going to be out for... Athelflaed, unless she gets some sort of magic help, she is going to be out for 5 hours.
Okay. I look at Tara's head while searching the body with my hand. I'm trying to distract her.
Wait, why?
Searching the body?
Searching
I don't know.
which
I
body?
feel like my intelligence is lowered. I'm trying to trick her. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, your intelligence, Annette's intelligence is pretty low, but it doesn't affect you that much. You're okay. But you're trying to distract her from the fact that you're searching the body?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Oops. Dang. Roll a perception check, please.
Never me.
I don't know. You gonna search the body too?
Yeah.
You can try to distract me while you search the body too.
I just want to search the
You're
body.
both gonna have disadvantages on your perception check just to search this body if you don't actually pay attention to what you're doing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the body and search it.
All right. So you're both search the body. Both roll perception checks, please.
15. We have a bonus wisdom, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get advantage on wisdom checks. That's a wisdom-related check.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Here are the things you find on him. He's got this bag, and he doesn't seem to have anything else on him and in terms of possessions other than this bag, although you do notice that on his ankle is a tattoo that didn't disappear when he changed back into this shape. And the tattoo shows a glass bottle shattering. In his bag, you find a potion, a bunch of coins, 50 gold coins, 83 silver coins, 37 copper coins, a spell book with his spells in it.
Saddest point right now, I did not get to rifle through that spell book. There were a lot of spells in there.
I hold the spell book and say, Finn would have loved this.
Some rations, dried food, a water skin full of water, and a leather sack full of shards of glass.
Do we think it's glass from the wall?
It's probably glass from the wall, yes. Also, you notice that as you're pulling things out of this sack, there seems to be a lot more stuff in this sack than the sack would have room for.
Yeah.
Seems a little suspicious.
Large enough to hide people?
You could fit a small person in there, probably.
Like a halfling?
Sure.
All right.
Although they might run out of air.
Oh.
What if we poke some holes in it?
Well, we don't have to draw the string too tight.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to check out the spell book? Do you want to
I want to check out the potion. Is it a potion of healing?
It is a potion of healing. You've drank enough of them now, seen enough of them now. You know this is a potion of healing.
I shake the potion and then point to Athelflad, and then like, should we wait? I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to wake up to some scary.
Oh yeah, we don't want to like have her attack us.
since the danger is kind of over, we might want to save that for like a future battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently we have trouble.
You're gonna let her get a concussion? Like worse than it?
No, he'll take a short rest so he can heal her.
Yeah, in D&D, short rests heal concussions.
Well, yeah, if he takes a short rest, he doesn't get any spells back. You need a long rest.
I have a feeling that we're not going to fight anything else for a bit, like the immediate danger.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
Okay, so what do you want to do then?
My vote would be to go back to the Western Research Facility and maybe bring that corpse to Atolf.
All right. You can see the other aqueduct. It's just there are occasional bridges over from one to the other that people could walk over. You could just take the boat across one of them and ride the aqueduct back to the research facility if you wanted to.
I'm trying to communicate with my other half.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can internally communicate without having to alternate
Okay.
every other word.
My thoughts are, do you think they'll kill us when we show up?
Good point.
Let's coordinate our words. We come in peace.
We
Come
in.
peace.
Okay.
I don't. What else can we say?
Don't
hit.
Are you going to retrieve the battle axe from the bottom of the other boat?
Yes.
All right. So you get in the other boat, your own boat, with poor Finn's body, and with Athelflaed unconscious, and you float back toward the Western Research Facility.
And with the gray squishy body, right?
And if you want to, you can load him in the boat as well. All right. All right. So you load Minister Klemperer's body into the boat.
Does it at least have the robes of Minister Klemperer?
Nope. No robes. Nothing. Just like a naked gray humanoid.
So do we think that Minister Klemperer was at some point a real person that got body snatched, or do we think that the entire Minister Klemperer has been a falsehood?
Sarah has no idea.
Yeah.
So you ride the aqueduct back, and as you're passing down the aqueduct, you see on the other side that little golem is just frozen in place, standing on the aqueduct. It's just not moving. And you eventually reach the hoppers, and the boat sort of roughly rides them down into the pool. You can see Atolf is standing there outside, pacing back and forth, and as you come down the hoppers in the boat, he runs up, says, "What happened? Where's Klemper?
Not.
Wait, what are you? What is this?"
What did you say?
Not.
Bad.
What?
Not.
Where, who are you? What is going on here?
I grab the gray corpse and shake it. Not.
Klemperer.
You are not Klemper, or that is not Klemper.
I point to it. Not.
That.
What are you?
Help.
I point to myself and go, Tara.
Paxton.
What?
Changed.
Did Klemper do this to you?
Potion.
Oh, very interesting.
Ettenfriend.
Huh.
That counts as one word, right?
We'll say it does. He looks skeptical, but he says, very well. Should wear off soon, I hope.
Same.
Where are Finn and Athelflaed?
Tara's side looks really sad.
Unconscious.
Oh, they are okay. They are unconscious.
Parasite shakes her head.
Oh, very well. Bring them inside. There is something I think that you should see.
Okay.
I guess our body turns around to pick up the other bodies.
Mhm.
If you want to lift them out of the boat.
Yep. I also get Finn's pack.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, by the door.
You guys have to kind of duck to get under the big doors at the entrance. So Atolf leads you inside, and he looks sad when he sees Finn's body, and he says, "What would you like us to do with him? Is there some tradition you want us to honor, or how would you like us to treat the body?"
Family.
Arrival.
Ah, I see. We will take care of that in a moment. But again, there's something you should see. You should come downstairs with me.
I point to Athelflaed.
Unconscious.
I will have Yaromir take a look at her. That is okay with you?
No.
Oh.
Different.
I think she would agree with you.
Hold on. He reaches into his pack. He pulls out a potion, and go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2, Danielle. 7. All right. You are back up at 7 hit points, and when you awaken, there is this giant Etten standing over you, and then Atolf is standing there, and then Atolf says, "No, it is okay. It's that is Tara and Paxton. They drink a potion. They will hopefully return to normal soon. I hope."
Tara smiles.
Yeah, the giant
I
Etten
pat
smiles at you.
Athelflaed on the head.
Yeah, it kind of hurts. But Atolf says again, "There's something you should see. I want to show you, and I do not want the others to know. Do you understand?"
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So you walk down the hall, and as you walk down the hall, you gradually shrink and separate back into two people again.
Yay.
And feel back to your normal selves. And by the time you get to the end of the hall and you get to Klemper's room, you can see that the golem that was standing on the trapdoor is laying flat on its back on the floor. And the trapdoor is closed, but Atolf walks over and opens it. And he climbs down the rope ladder. I assume you follow after him. So he leads you back into the room with the magical drill. It looks much the same as it did before, but you can see that none of the red gems on the machine are glowing anymore. Right? One red gem was just barely glowing, and now they're all just blank, cold.
Do we hear any noise coming
You
from
hear
it?
no noise at all. More importantly, the large wooden door to the west, the one that was that looked like one of the sealed doors that blocked the way into the glass wall of the world, it is a charred ruin. There's just nothing there now except bits of wood around the edge and maybe the metal hinges. There are a few other bits of wood embedded in the glass that has melted in a few places. And then standing behind where that door was is a full-size stone golem, standing there in a guarding position, just blocking the passageway, unmoving. And Atolf just squeezes around it and walks right past it, and he motions for you to follow.
I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that where Tora's corpse was, there's just a pile of ash. Now, there's just nothing left except some ashes. Tora leads you down the tunnel through the glass for a bit. There's a tunnel that goes on for quite a while through this glass, and you note that there are 4 glass rails carved into the floor, much like the rails for the minecart that you were riding. And they've been somewhat deformed by the recent operation of the drilling device, and the air, as you pass through, you notice the air is becoming kind of stale. It's not as fresh feeling as you move through this passage. Paxton, as you continue down the tunnel, that buzzing in your head starts getting louder and louder. And you can almost imagine voices in your head, but you can't understand what they're saying. It's like they're talking to you from a great distance.
Is it painful at all or just frustrating?
It's not painful, it's just a little strange. Sometimes it is even a little bit pleasant. Like you're hearing someone saying something you wish you could hear, and you're pretty sure it would be nice if you could hear it. So the tunnel stops ahead, and it opens into a giant space, which is that western bubble. It's impossible to judge the size of this space. It must be miles and miles across. Strangely, however, you can see straight to the other side of the bubble, and you can see that a bridge of wood and steel and glass travels straight across the bubble to the other side. All along this bridge are stone figures that look tiny in this enormous space, but you know that they're all stone golems. They are all unmoving. Some of them have tools in their hands, some are grasping mine carts, and the carts are all filled with shards of broken glass. Atolf gestures at the giant space within the wall, and he turns to you and says, "Do you know what we have stopped here? The whole world may be in your debt, and you cannot tell anyone about this.